"Mother, tell me a story," my youngest child would say, her eyes wide and hopeful in the soft glow of the fire. And so, as the shadows danced upon the earthen walls, I would begin a tale, a story from our ancestors that held the whispers of ancient wisdom. This is not a tale of whimsy, but one of a journey, a quest for knowledge, and the discovery of truth. A tale of a young girl named Adana, whose curiosity and courage led her through the vast savannah to the heart of our world, and whose life would forever be shaped by the lessons she learned along the way. The story of Adana. Once upon a time, I began, in a village much like our own, there lived a girl named Adana. Adana was unlike the other children, my oldest son interjected, his voice eager to share his favorite part. Yes, I nodded, smiling at his enthusiasm. Adana was indeed special. Her curiosity was like a river, ever flowing and unquenchable. She asked questions that made the elders pause and think, and she listened with the openness of an empty vessel ready to be filled. Her mother often worried she would tire the village's patience with her endless whys and hows, but I knew she was destined for great things. One day, I continued, Adana stumbled upon an old, weathered book, buried beneath a pile of dust in her grandmother's hut. The book was unlike any they had in the village, its pages filled with strange symbols and pictures that whispered of distant lands and great deeds. It spoke of a time when the world was new and the animals could speak, sharing their secrets with those who knew how to listen. "Could you read the book, Mother?" the youngest one asked, her voice filled with awe. "No, my child," I said, but Adana's heart sang with the promise of understanding. She knew that somewhere within those pages lay the answer to a question that had haunted her since she could first gaze upon the stars. What is my purpose? And so she decided to embark on a journey to find the legendary library of the ancestors, where the wisdom of generations was said to be preserved. The journey to the library. Adana packed a small bag with provisions and set off into the early dawn, her heart racing with excitement and fear. The savannah stretched before her, vast and unexplored, filled with the calls of unseen creatures and the rustle of secrets untold. She walked for days, her feet growing sore and her eyes weary from the relentless horizon. Yet she pressed on, driven by a force she could not explain. "Mother," she called to me in her dreams, "what does the book say about the library?" I whispered to her, "The book speaks of a place where the sun kisses the earth, and the trees hold the whispers of the ancients. It is guarded by the wise ones who will not let the unworthy pass." Adana's journey was not an easy one. She encountered many trials, each more challenging than the last. But she faced them all with the courage of a lioness and the cunning of a fox, learning from each step she took. Finally, she arrived at the edge of the savannah, where the grass met the desert, and there she found the wise ones. They were ancient spirits, cloaked in the fabric of the world, their eyes filled with the light of 1,000 sunsets. They spoke to her without words, their voices resonating within her very soul. Adana approached the wise ones with reverence and humility. They saw the purity of her intentions and allowed her to enter the library. Within its sacred halls, she found not just books but a living archive of knowledge. The spirits of the ancestors spoke to her, sharing their experiences and the lessons they had learned throughout their lives. The first spirit spoke of the importance of patience, like the seed that waits for rain, one must be still and endure. The second spoke of strength, a single ant can move a mountain, given time and determination. The third spoke of love, it is the greatest force in the world, the bond that holds us together. The fourth spoke of wisdom, to know is to understand is to grow. The spirits presented Adana with a choice. She could take one piece of knowledge from the library to share with her people or leave with the wisdom she had gained on her journey. She pondered long and hard, her mind racing with the potential of the knowledge within the library's walls. But ultimately, she knew that the true treasure lay in the journey itself. Adana returned to her village, her eyes shining with the wisdom she had gained. She shared her experiences, her lessons, and her newfound understanding with all who would listen. And though she had not brought back a tangible prize, the village was enriched by her tale and grew stronger with each retelling. The story of Adana's quest became a beacon of hope, inspiring generations to seek their own truths and follow their hearts. Her curiosity had led her to the greatest treasure of all. the knowledge that the answers we seek are often found within ourselves and the wisdom to recognize when we have found them. And so, my children, as the embers of the fire slowly die, let Adana's tale be a guide for you. Remember that life is a journey filled with lessons, and that the most profound wisdom is often found in the simplest of moments. Now, close your eyes and dream of your own adventures, for tomorrow holds the promise of new stories to live and tell.